Today in Pet Care, the weather is warming up, and that means families, pets included of course, are spending more time outside, but these beautiful days also bring dangers for your pets, and Dr. Chrissy DePaula is here to show us what to watch out for. Good morning.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And your friend Finn here, right?
Yep.
So you say that summer is the busiest time of year at the clinic. Why is that?
I think it's just a combination of the fact that animals are outside more, they have more kind of dangers as far as trauma and things like that. There's also, a lot more fleas and ticks and just things that they're exposed to.
So what kinds of accidents are you seeing, or emergencies, and how can they be prevented?
Yeah, so I think, one of the most common things we see is heat stroke, fleas and ticks, and trauma. And so I know we were going to talk about those a little bit today.
Okay, so about the fleas and ticks, what are some ways that we can prevent coming in for a visit, I guess, or something like that?
So the summer is definitely the most common time for fleas and ticks. The most common thing we see is Lyme disease, but there's also a lot of other diseases that fleas and ticks can cause. We also see a lot of heartworm disease. Heartworm is transmitted by mosquitoes. And so as far as we advocate just monthly flea and tick preventative, if you get it from your veterinarian, they'll also have some preventatives for heartworm disease and intestinal parasites. And so just, using that.
And, of course, these warmer temperatures, we're dealing with things like heat stroke and, maybe being in places that are too warm.
Yep.
How come, what else is dangerous about that with warm weather?
Heat stroke is probably the most life-threatening thing we see at the animal hospital. And it can be due to a couple of different things. So one thing is leaving your pet inside of a car.
Absolutely.
I know that people, say, oh, it's not that hot out, or I'm going to leave my windows cracked open, but your car just kind of acts like a furnace. And so it just gets so hot so quickly in there that even a couple of minutes, we see a couple of cases every single year where animals die because they're left in cars. And it's just so avoidable. It's just a sad thing to happen. Any animals are predisposed to it, but there are some risk factors. Brachycephalic dogs, so the smushed face dogs like pugs and bulldogs, they can't pant as efficiently, so they can't cool off. And so we do see a lot in that breed, as well as like older dogs, they just can't tolerate the heat as well.
Too much for them.
So both of them are, definitely at a higher risk.
Well, thank you so much for these tips. And, of course, summertime is busy, so there's lots of things to remember, with monthly meds and things like that. And, for a full list, we have some summer toxins listed on our website. You can check that out now at foxprovidence.com.